Find a position where you can stay still for the next 30 minutes. Not comfortable, still. Feet flat if you're sitting, hands resting somewhere they won't distract you. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes noticing something I've built my whole life. A reflex so fast I don't even know it's happening until someone's looking at me like I just put a wall between us. Defensiveness. Not the idea of it, but the actual thing. How it feels in my chest before I say anything. How my jaw sets. How my mind starts building a case before I've even heard what's being said. This isn't about fixing it. This is about building enough capacity to notice it happening. To stay present with the discomfort of being told something I don't want to hear. To stop the automatic response that protects me in the moment and damages what I actually care about. Let your breath settle into its own rhythm. I'm not trying to relax. I'm letting my nervous system know I have the capacity to stay present with what's uncomfortable. Keep breathing. And while you do, start scanning for where defensiveness lives in your body when it shows up. For me, it starts in my chest. A tightening, like I'm bracing for impact before anything's even happened. Sometimes it's in my jaw, clenching before I've decided to clench. Sometimes it's my eyes, narrowing, looking for the attack instead of just hearing what's being said. Notice where your body goes when someone challenges you, when someone suggests you did something wrong, when someone's disappointed, when someone wants something from you that you don't want to give. Your nervous system has a location for this. Find it. Breathe into that place. I've spent decades building this response. It made sense. Being wrong meant being in trouble. Being criticized meant being unsafe. Being vulnerable meant giving someone ammunition. So I learned to defend before I was even attacked, to explain before I'd listened, to counterattack so I didn't have to feel the discomfort of someone being right about something I didn't want to look at. This is a nervous system response, not a character flaw. A protection mechanism that worked exactly as designed. The problem is what it costs me now. Think about the last time you got defensive. Actually bring up a real moment where someone said something and you immediately felt yourself close up, push back, explain. What happened in your body first, before the words came out, before you built your case? What did you feel? Keep breathing. For me, it's fear. Under the defensiveness is fear of being wrong, fear of being inadequate, fear of someone seeing something about me I don't want to be true. The defensiveness is just what I do with that fear. It's the wall I put up so I don't have to feel it. But the wall keeps out the thing I'm afraid of and the thing I actually want. Connection, trust, being known, being wrong and still being loved. Keep breathing through this. My partner says something about how I handle the situation. Before they finish the sentence, I'm building my defense, explaining why they're misunderstanding, why I had a good reason. I'm so busy protecting myself from being wrong that I never actually hear what they're trying to tell me. I never get curious about their experience. I never make space for them to matter more than my need to be right. They feel like they're talking to a lawyer. They feel alone. And I feel righteous and lonely. With my kids, they bring me something, a feeling, something I did that hurt them. And instead of making room for that, I explain why they shouldn't feel that way, why what I did made sense. I teach them that their experience doesn't matter as much as my need to be right. I pass this whole pattern down. At work, someone gives me feedback. My brain immediately starts sorting it out. Things they don't understand, things that aren't my fault, things that are actually their problem. I never get to learn anything because I'm too busy making sure no one thinks I'm inadequate. I'm protecting my ego, and I lose a chance to grow. breathe. This is the work. Sitting with how this pattern has kept me safe and kept me isolated. How it's protected my image and damaged my relationships. How it's won arguments and lost trust. I'm not saying I shouldn't ever defend myself. I'm saying I defend myself before I even know if I need to. The response is so automatic, I don't get to choose it. This meditation is about building the capacity to choose. We keep breathing. What I'm practicing here is the pause. The space between someone saying something uncomfortable and me reacting to protect myself from that discomfort. Right now, my nervous system is not being attacked. I'm just sitting here, breathing, noticing. This is where capacity gets built. Not in the moment of conflict, but here. Imagine someone you care about saying something true about you that you don't want to hear. Not an attack, just an honest observation about something you do that affects them. Don't imagine defending yourself. Just imagine hearing it, feeling the discomfort, noticing the urge to explain, to justify, to make them wrong so you can be right. And then, imagine just stopping. Not agreeing, not arguing, just stopping the automatic response and staying present with what they said. Breathe through the discomfort of that. That stopping, that's the whole thing. The ability to feel my chest tighten, my jaw clench, my mind starting to build a case and not immediately acting on it. To get curious instead and to ask, what is it about what they just said that scared me? What am I protecting? Is the thing I'm protecting worth what it's costing me? Taking this into real life means specific commitments. I'm going to notice my body's defensiveness signal. When I feel that chest tightening, I'm going to pause, even for 3 seconds. I'm going to say to myself, I'm noticing I'm getting defensive. That acknowledgement interrupts the automatic pattern. I'm going to get curious about what I'm protecting. What am I afraid will be true if I don't defend against this? Usually something simple. I'm afraid I'm inadequate. I'm afraid I failed. And I'm going to practice saying, you might be right, even when every fiber of my being wants to explain why they're wrong. Not agreeing with everything, just making space for the possibility that they see something I don't. We'll take a few more breaths here. The people I love deserve better than my defensiveness. They deserve to be heard. They deserve for their experience to matter more than my need to be right. I deserve better too. I deserve relationships where I'm actually known, not just where my wall is tolerated. I deserve the growth that comes from being wrong and learning. This is hard. It's actual work. Building new pathways, retaining, retraining a nervous system that's been protecting me the same way for decades. It won't be perfect. I'll still get defensive, but I'm building the capacity to notice it faster, to pause longer, and to choose differently more often. When I leave this meditation, I'm taking the commitment to notice my defensiveness before it builds the wall. The willingness to stay present with the discomfort of being challenged instead of immediately protecting myself from it. This is regulation work, nervous system training, building capacity to tolerate discomfort without needing to defend against it immediately. And take one more breath. And I'm done.